tonight. As I said earlier, on behalf of our entire Cretin-Derham Hall community and our president, Principal Richard Engler, I want to welcome you here tonight. I'm Frank Miley, the Director of Development. I'm in big trouble now. The applause line was Dick Engler. It wasn't me, so. I want to thank you all for coming. Anytime that we plan an event at Cretin-Derham Hall, we have in our mind that we would like to achieve three things. We'd like to achieve, first and foremost, an atmosphere where we're able to build community. We'd also like to advance the mission of our fine school. And we'd also, and very importantly to our mission, we'd like to engender philanthropic support. And so we hope that we will be successful in doing all three of those things tonight. This time we've asked representatives of the McQuillans family to say a few words about family, tradition, legacy, and their relationship with Cretin High School, Derham Hall, and Cretin-Derham Hall. So, it's my pleasure to introduce Kelly McQuillan. She will be followed by Kat McQuillan, and Kat will be followed by Mike McQuillan. And they are going to just share some memorable and thoughtful, heartfelt, according to Kelly. Kelly's very self-conscious at this time, so I'm trying to work it out. But she was selected by her family. That was a real good teaching moment on my part to tell her she's self-conscious.
Happy birthday.
And it's Kelly's birthday, so we're going to begin.
Hello, it is my birthday. I am self-conscious. But I'm Kelly, the oldest granddaughter and the first female graduate of Cretin-Derham Hall. When I was asked to do this, I was a little bit nervous, but I go back and think about what Cretin means to me. I remember as a very little girl, very, very young girl, I went to my Uncle Pat's football games every weekend, and I couldn't wait to be a Raider myself. And now, as an adult and a high school teacher, I realize how lucky I was to go to Cretin-Derham Hall. The quality of education that I received, morally, spiritually, ethically, academically, I'm grateful for it every single day. And I feel truly blessed that my parents were willing and able to not only put me through Cretin, but put up with me while I was going to Derham Hall, sorry. Of course I have it. I feel truly blessed and thankful every day that I graduated from there. I come from this wonderful family. Thank you.
Class of 91, so I'm the first McQuillan to graduate, male McQuillan to graduate from Cretin-Derham Hall. And that was part of the first Cretin-Derham Hall four-year class. In thinking about what Cretin meant tonight, the first thing I think of every time I hear Cretin is my dad, and the passion and pride he had for the school. So, trying to think a little deeper into that, I was asking myself, why did he have that pride? And it really goes back to how he lived his life. He had basically four pillars that kind of got him through every day. Faith, family, friends, and Cretin. Not necessarily in that order if it was playoff time, but that's really how he lived his life. And he instilled that in us in a very young age. So from the time I was 2 till today, Cretin's been a huge part of my life. As Kelly said, I attended every game you can imagine, followed my brothers and sisters around. So looking back a little bit on what he raised us to believe, Cretin really does tie it all together. The faith part is obvious. The Christian brothers and the Sisters of St. Joe's starting these great schools, and them coming together as one and becoming Cretin-Derham Hall, which I was a part of, and that faith being a huge pillar in that today. It's great, and it speaks volumes for the school. The other piece is the friendship, or the family piece, and if you look around the room, there's huge tradition of families at this school tonight. Many, many generations of these families have gone through this great school, and that speaks volumes to what the school's doing, where you wouldn't send your kids and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, etc. through the school. On a little more personal family note, I met my wife at Cretan, so family means quite a bit to me when you think of Cretan. And 3 of my siblings have met their spouses at Cretan or Durham Hall, so that speaks for itself. The friends part to me is probably the most important part. I met a great group of people when I went to Cretan, a core group of friends that today we still hang around together, probably too much. We're raising our kids together. Some people would not call that raising their kids, they call that a big party with kids. But, you know, I think we all tend to have a selfish motive that we want our kids to have the same experience we had. And so if we're lucky enough to afford our kids the opportunity to go to this great school, then I think, you know, my dad passed along a great thing to us that we can hopefully pass along to our children and hopefully their children. So I just wanted to thank everybody tonight because I know that this is supposed to be about 100 people, Frank, when we started talking about this. So congratulations to the Gala Committee. This is a huge success. I hope to see you all for the next 20 or 30 years at these events every year, and hopefully we'll be listening to you speak next year, and I can sit in the back by the bar, which is where I'm most comfortable. So we'll see you guys out a little later, and hopefully we can talk a little bit and socialize. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the really old brother of mine, who was leaving for college the day I was born. Not to rub it in, but Mike, come on up.
Well, thanks. I guess I am the older brother. And I was the first of the boys to go to Cretan, and then we eventually turned it over to the rest of the clan to go to Cretan Durham Hall. But my sisters, Terry, Sheila, and Annie, I'm looking at her, were Durham Hall graduates. And but like Pat and like Kelly, the thing that meant the most to us, I think, the thing that comes to my mind when I think of Cretan Durham Hall, is a line from the Rouser, and I'm glad they kept it in the new Rouser, and that's the friendships we made will live forever in our memories. And there's undoubtedly, when you look around the room, there's just good friend after good friend, good family after good family, faithful people, good people, people that care about the school and their children. And for us, it started, you know, with your own classmates. It's who you kind of start with. And then it kind of spreads out from there. And all of a sudden, the teachers and the coaches and the Christian brothers and the sisters of St. Joseph become your friends. You find out that they'll still talk to you after you've been to college, when you're a young adult, and when they see you at the Cretan games. So they passed on, not only while we're at the school, but after we graduated from the school. And then you find out that you're friends with your families, your parents, I should say, and you become good friends with your parents who went to the school, or your grandparents who went to the school, or your mother's friends who went to visitation. And the whole thing kind of goes in a circle, and then suddenly we're looking at our children going there. And every time you look, it's just another example of a friendship made and a friendship continued. And the kids have benefited, we've all benefited. And so I'd just like to say thanks to the group that put it together again, the Whaleys, the Springers, the McQuillans, the Dick Engler, and to everybody that kind of helped put the school together. To go back to Brother Michael, Sister Susan, the other groups that kind of merged the school, Mary Jo. Gotta remember, so for you. Mary Jo likes chocolate. So again, I would just sum it up by saying thanks. This is a great honor to our family. We really appreciate being called out. We recognize more than you can imagine that there are equal numbers of families that have as many kids that have gone to the school and benefited from the school. So I would just like to propose one more toast. As I said, the school, in the Rouser, it says, the friendships we made will last forever in our memories. And the other thing it says is the greatest school in all the land. So raise your glass to the greatest school in all the land, to the Christian brothers, to the sisters of St. Joseph who put it all together, and the vision they had to put it all together. Cheers.